Namaskaram. Every moment of learning has a student and a teacher. From some people we learn how to do things, and from some others how not to. We learn by observation, by lecture, by affection, through reading, and many times from being scolded. As dancers, many of us are fortunate to be able to learn from true masters of their art. As we slowly progress from the basic technical teaching towards performance and presentation, and ultimately to creating that elusive magic on stage, our teachers use different methods to help us understand how to get where we want to be. They use analogies and examples of various kinds, some dance or theatre related, some unconventional ones, and some very personal ones. They inspire in us a moment of learning where we are able to take an aspect that we couldn't grasp and make it part of the language of our body. To capture in some small way these instances between teacher and student, I present Sishya, Moments of Learning. I approached a few dancers who I admire not only for their ability to perform, but for their constant yearning to learn and improve. I hope this will inspire dancers to cherish those moments with their teachers and non-dancers to understand a small part of the effort and joy of learning and presenting dance. I've watched Praveen Kumar perform many times as a dancer and a few times as a Nattuvanar. As a dancer, the lightness with which he carries and controls his body has always been inspirational. I remember so clearly his entrance onto the stage in his piece about Manmatha. The ease with which he switched between flitting on stage and depicting strength of character left a lasting impression on me as a young dancer. Hailing from a family of artists, Praveen has always shown an inclination to dance. His training under the eminent guru, the late Srimati Narmada, brought to light the depth and aesthetics of Bharatnatyam. He continues his training under Sri C.V. Chandrasekhar. Praveen is an accomplished dancer, choreographer and Nattuvanar. His Chitkala School of Dance in Bangalore is a testament to his skills as a teacher.
When it comes to Abhinaya, I always thought that the movement of Abhinaya was more to do with expressions here, and we don't have to use much of our body when we're doing an Abhinaya. But when my gurus spoke to me about Angika Abhinaya, I didn't initially understand what was Angika Abhinaya. I kept thinking, how can an Angika, a body, a technical thing, can have feelings on body? Just to give an example, just to show beautiful. Earlier, I used to do this. Then my guru said, using your body, how do we make it more interesting? Earlier, I used to do dum nin alakil moham unda ivalaipai. This is what I used to do. But then my guru always said that using Angika Vinaya will make it look more interesting, more understanding for my own self to see how my body can also react using the other parts also. So earlier my expression would always go see. So I always thought looking was only through eyes and hasta, show. But again using the body, it made me realize that I'm really trying to reach, see something. So usage of Angika Abhinaya makes a big difference for me personally. Now, anytime when I do, because Abhinaya, either we standing or we crossing our legs, anything, even our body has a lot of Abhinaya in it.
ஆடும் நின் அழகில் மோகம் கொண்ட இவளே பார் ஆடும் நின் அழகில் மோகம் கொண்ட இவளை பாடும் அழகில் மோகம் கொண்ட இவளை நடராஜா தேவா.
We always have this tendency that sometimes as a dancers, we put out all our energy when we are doing adubus. And we think that putting all the energy will make the adubu look very strong. Yes, to a certain extent, yes. But as a dancers, it's also very interesting to know that where we can hold the energy and release it at appropriate times. So there is one small technique which my guru always said. They said any adubu can be done in Sukumara and Uddata. Meaning, Sukumara meaning very gracefully without not much tiredness, and Uddata being like very strong. So we can do any adubus depending upon which part of the swaram or the jati we are doing. We can use this technique of both Sukumara and Uddata. How do I do that in a Sukumara style? So I would use more of my torso. So my focus and my concentration is more on my torso. Now, whereas if I do the same movement in Uddata, meaning with lot of force and energy, my focus would be more on the crisp and faster movement. So I would rather go. So even my head movements also go. These two techniques we can use sometimes depending upon how the jati or the swara is there. So we can use these techniques in using the same adubus, holding energy and maybe releasing it at a time when it is really needed as such.
தேவா சச்சித ஆனந்தன ராஜா தேவா சச்சித ஆனந்தன ராஜா தேவா சச்சித ஆனந்தன ராஜா தேவா நடராஜா